Hello, thank you so much for purchasing with Medium Emary. Today we're going to give you a tea leaf reading. So your name and info will be confidential. I will only go over your question that you have. So the question you gave me is very powerful because it's something that a lot of us go through and always wonder and question about. Let me see here. I'm lighting up an incense. My favorite incense, which is Nang Champa. Smells really good. Just to clear out the air. So like I was saying, like your question is very powerful, so I'm excited to go over it. So let's do a quick little prayer. Alright. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Amen. I ask spirit guides and angels of the person I'm focused on to reveal to her now what she needs to know in this present time. I ask spirit guides of mine to help me interpret the information in the best of my abilities, and that the information that comes through may come through as accurate, specific, and detailed as possible. I am now open to the spirit world as well, so if there's any healing, guiding, intuitive messages, I am open to receive. Anything of negative vibration, negative energy is not welcomed in this reading. Thank you. As I ask to tune into energy of God's higher purpose and God's higher intention. Thank you. Alright, so I have your tea here, so I'm just going to take a quick little sip as I'm tuning into your energy already. So the tea I'm drinking is, woof, it's actually strong. It's hibachi tea. It's this Japanese tea that I got from this Getatsu church in LA. It's not a religion, but it's a form of spiritual practice that I started. I don't always do the tea blessings, but I just have the wooden planks here and they focus on praying towards your ancestors and guardian spirits, and I find that beautiful. So I have the tea here, and I thought it would be cool to use it in your reading. So it's strong. Oh, but supposedly when you drink it, it's very cleansing. I don't even know what's in it. That's the funny part. But I'm drinking it. Okay. Alright, so I drank a good amount of it. Alright, so now we're going to do the little ritual that we always do with the tea leaf, which is a very gypsy ritual that I've shown you before. At the end of the reading, I will pull out one card from the Butterfly Oracle card deck for you, which I'm excited about. Alright, so we're going to turn the tea towards the left 3 times. Perfect. And then afterwards, we're going to dump it onto the hold on one second. Hope there's no more water. So we're going to turn it 3 times. Sometimes when there's too much water, everything falls out. Hopefully that didn't happen. That's 1, 2, and 1 more. 3. And then we're going to tap on it 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. Let's let it sit there for a little bit. So your question is very powerful because it focuses on the idea of past lives and karma and things like that. Now, your question, as I tuned into it automatically, I automatically noticed that, oh wow, this is really, really cute. Oh, this is cute. You're going to love this. I'm going to show you what your tea leaves came out as, but what's mainly the focus in your question that you asked is you said karma, and if people, why do you get so betrayed by people? Does it have to do with your karma? Does it have to do with a lesson? Honestly, it has to do with for me, it has to do with past life. Dealing with people that a lot of these people that you've dealt with in your life are actual soulmates. Now, when I mean soulmates, soulmates are not just actual lover, like partners that are lovers. Soulmates can be friends. Soulmates can be family. Soulmates focuses on the idea that that person itself, you've come in contact with them in many lifetimes. So it's like they keep on appearing in your lifetime because it's a lesson, like you said, that needs to be replayed over and over. And it's that's why you guys keep on that's why you guys have this connection at first, and then afterwards something happens. That usually happens. But with you, for me, it definitely feels like it has to do with your past lives. So yes, you can think of it as a lesson. I feel like everyone has free will. So these people that have betrayed you, you've had moments where you could have easily not been able to, because there's some people that I feel like you could have not dealt with, and then you ended up dealing with them. So it's like you were looking for it, if that makes any sense. So it's like you went through it, like, how do I say it? You went through it before and you're doing it again. It's like a lesson you're supposed to learn, and you keep on running into it. Just like you said, exactly. And it's a lesson. It's a lesson that you should have learned already, but you keep on kind of repeating it, like kind of like old patterns and having it repeated. So it's like something. What happens is usually when you meet the person or when you're dealing with the person itself, you don't follow your intuition so strongly. Sometimes it can get hazy. Sometimes it can get foggy, and you don't pay attention to it. Especially in those moments when you meet these people that then later betray you, which it's kind of a thing. I do feel like they're nice to you at first, then later, like you said, they don't make you happy later on. So it definitely has to do with your past lives. This is something I feel like must be released. So whenever you can, whenever you have time to, whenever it has to do with past life things, I always, when I feel like something's colliding with my life that I've gone through already in my past, I usually light a white candle, which I have here. A white candle. I write my intentions on it. Anything that has to do with releasing anything from this lifetime, releasing anything from the past lifetime, anything that has to do with release, anything that has to do with emotionally disconnecting from something. I always use a white candle, and I eventually get a feather. If you have any metaphysical store, feather. I write my intentions on it, so like it's kind of like carving on it. And you write your name and you write what you want to emotionally disconnect from. I want to emotionally disconnect from all the lessons that I'm supposed to have learned that I haven't learned and I keep on running into in each lifetime. I want to eventually spiritually disconnect from these negative lessons that I have just been repeating over and over. And then afterwards you can rub olive oil on it. And then afterwards you let it burn out. These mini candles burn out in like 30 minutes or an hour. So they're just quick spell candles. And you just let it burn out. You pray over it. Imagine yourself releasing what you need to release. And then you have the feather near it after it burns out. And then the next day, or whenever you're drawn to, go to the beach, go to the water, go to some special place that you love going to when you need to relax and meditate. And you release the feather. And at the same time, while you release the feather, you're releasing your intentions from the past, negative old patterns are repeated from past lives and lessons. This feather is going to be that representation of releasing it and letting it go and no longer having it control your life. Okay, so this is a cool little ritual you could do. Oh, I hit my elbow. This is a cool little ritual you could do, and I feel like I always recommend it to all my clients that I feel like it's very helpful for them. And I feel like it'll be helpful for you, not just with this, but with anything that bothers you, anything that you hold within yourself from the past as well, for this lifetime and the lifetimes before. You could release it, forgiveness from all these people, all these things. So, and you didn't do anything wrong, honey. That's another thing I'm feeling. You did not do anything wrong. Don't ever think that you did anything wrong. There's nothing wrong with you. That's just has to do with them. It's something they're struggling within themselves, and they project it onto other people. So always know that, hun, okay? This has nothing to do with your karma. I feel like you have good karma. It has to do with your past lives and lessons that you just keep on running into, and you're repeating it over and over. So that's why I'm giving you this little ritual so you can then release it and release these old lessons that you keep on running into that you could eventually finish, okay? So to answer that, that's what I'm feeling. And so now let's begin your tea leaf reading, which I love it. You have a little fish. bloop, 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 bloop. You see the little fins and the little fish. I love fish. I love it. It represents just go with the flow. Just going with the flow and being, also it represents being by yourself right now, or just being by yourself in general, going solo. And even though most fish are grouped with family and friends, when I see that one fish or that fish itself, it represents enjoying your independence, enjoying yourself, having fun with yourself now, just going with the flow with life, allowing things just to happen naturally. You know, that's what it means right now. And just to enjoy yourself, really enjoy yourself and love yourself and enjoy spending time alone with yourself, enjoy doing things that you love to do. It's basically telling you to embrace that. And then the water itself is life. It's the universe. It's just going with the flow in life, you know. So that's kind of what your little tea leaf reading is saying. Like, that's your little message, you know. So whatever you're going through right now, anything that you feel like it's like you want to try to control, or you want to try to force, or you want to see the outcome of it, or whatever it is, or you're waiting for, it's more just go with the flow and just be. And just be, and if you just be, things will just happen naturally. And at the same time, while you're just being and going with the flow and being natural, enjoy yourself, have fun with yourself, and enjoy the things that you love to do, and take this time to really fall in love with yourself again. Okay, so look how cute that is. I think that's so freaking cute. I haven't seen a fish like this in a while, so I've never seen a fish that like perfectly shaped. So I think that's really, really cute. And the fact that it's going out of the bowl, it's kind of like saying, now is your time, you know, go for it. You know, don't be in the safe zone. Don't be used to doing the same thing, or just because you're familiar with it, or because you're scared, or you like being in that comfort zone. Like, get out of your comfort zone sometimes. Meet new people, talk to new people, be around different people, try new things, you know, do new things. That has to do with also enjoying yourself and loving yourself. You know, try new things. Try to get out of your comfort zone sometimes. It's a good thing. It's a healthy thing for you, instead of just being in the same thing over and over and being in the same place. And, you know, you get used to that, and sometimes you need to try different things to stimulate the mind, to stimulate yourself, and to feel good about yourself again. I think that's really, really beautiful. Look how beautiful that is. Oh, and it's so perfect. All right, so that's what I see in your tea leaves. Now I'm going to pull out a card from the Butterfly deck, which is called Butterfly Life Changes. I probably used this deck with you before, but if not, let's just let's pull out a card for you, hon, and from there we'll just end the reading. That's what I love about tea leaf readings, because it's like the little symbolic images and stuff, it like literally, it's just one little image, if anything, couple of images if there's more. But they like, it's like a metaphor and a divination for like a little guidance, a little like, hey, a little tip, you know. And this is a little tip that came out very strongly, and I think it's very, very cool. All right, let's pull out one more card. One more card here for my favorite old client. I love you. Want to say I love you and thank you for constantly supporting me. And I love all your comments on Facebook. And I love your energy, hon. I love your energy. All right. So it's interesting. So this card says end of an era. So obviously, if it's saying that, that means maybe there's a transition happening in your life now, or it's going to be in the process soon, like future prospects. So let me let's read here, hon. Like chapters in a book, life has eras that begin and end. You drew this card because the cycle of beginnings and endings is touching you right now. It's important to be very gentle with yourself during times of change. Think of the butterfly in the cocoon, dormant in preparation for a rebirth with wings. Very pretty. In a similar state right now, so please practice daily self-care, which is interesting because the fish is basically saying enjoy yourself. love yourself and focus on yourself now. Like, enjoy being with yourself right now. So I think that's very interesting how the card connects with the tea leaf reading. So please practice daily self-care and don't feel guilty about saying no to extra activities. So like saying no. Sometimes you could say no to people. You don't always have to say yes. So that you can rest, heal, and prepare for the next era ahead. Take time to grieve over losses and transitions. Make plans for what you wish to do next. Seek help from a counselor support group. So it's basically any error that's not error, yes, error, like transition that's going to happen, like something different, new. That I even said to sometimes you have to get out of your comfort zone, you know. But what's cool is that saying at the same time, enjoy this time to take care of yourself and make it a daily habit, a daily routine. So if a transition's happening now, then that definitely makes sense. If not, if it's coming, if you know it's coming, no, this can be future prospects, and that's what it's referring to. A transition in any way or form can be emotionally, spiritually, mentally, or physically, hun, okay? So that is what I'm picking up. I'm going to end your reading here. I'm going to leave you with that. I send you lots of love from the heavens above, hun, and thank you so much for purchasing a reading. I can't wait to speak to you again and give you another reading. Lots of love. Bye now.